folks, Kevin here. Well, it's January 19th, 2022, and today I was able to identify some video footage shot with the GoPro cameras back on November 9th, 2021. And the area that you see me working on in the video right now is the area in the third food forest, which is the raised beds that were created in 2017, I believe. And the area that I'm going over right now with the tilther, powered by a cordless small drill, a DeWalt cordless battery drill, rather. And what I'm doing is just trying to loosen up about 1 inch deep, if at all possible, and to destroy some of the tops of the cover crop that were here. Weeks before this, I had gone in and used the flail mower to cut down the cover crop, and there's daikon radishes that are still growing up and some of the other plants that are growing up as well. By using the tilther, I can break down some of the very superficial top part of the root masses that are still there, and let the rest of the roots that are still in the soil gradually break down over time and provide a food source for the microbes that are in the soil that's there. So as I mentioned, I think it was 2017, I built these beds. There's 3 beds, 2 beds that I'm growing the garlic in, and the first one that you saw done is a bed that I'll be growing the shallots in. I'll try and post a video soon about planting those plants. And again, this was November 19th. I always plant between Halloween and Thanksgiving. So got this done. There had been a fair amount of rain recently, and just one frost or 2 light frosts at this point. Now if you look to the side, I'm stepping off to the side there, an area that was all built up with wood chips. So the paths and the permanent raised beds were both built at the same time. The beds were made out of compost that I created here on site from our large composting system, and the paths were made from wood chips. The wood chips over time break down more, and the paths tend to sink down, sort of raising in a sense, although they're all consolidating, compacting, and consolidating and compressing. All of the heights actually decrease over the years, but what does happen is the paths, because they're wood chips, they keep breaking down and they go lower in elevation. So as you can see just off to the side there, the depth of the area that I'm standing on right now next to the raised bed is much lower. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go and get, as soon as I get done doing the tilthing and loosening up the superficial layer of the soil here, I'm going to go get on Thea's Mini-me, which is a Kubota B2601 with a front end loader on it. And I'm going to go get that tractor and go get some decomposing wood chips. So here I'm on Mini-me now. Again, this is a small Kubota tractor, but I'd say that they're small tractors. There are the BX models, which are smaller than this one, but this one can get into the small areas that my heavier equipment can't get into. It's quick, it's powerful, it has really strong lift on the 3-point hitch, and pretty darn good weight handling with the front end loader. We do have a set of grapples for it and third function valves that are attached to my right hand, the stick that I use for raising and lowering and curling and dumping the bucket on the front end of the loader. All of these wood chips are within this season, with the exception of some of the dark material that you could see me driving over, and that's older wood chips that had broken down over a couple of years. So it's a bit mixed up. There's some weed material there. Now if I had the option, one of the things I would do, and I ran out of cardboard before this, I would have laid down cardboard first in the area that I'm depositing the wood chips. This would help to suppress the weed growth in this area. But if nothing else, I could get more organic material. to raise up in this area. And as you see me dumping it here in just a second, to the left of that, those are all gooseberries on the left side of the tractor when I'm dumping it. On the left side of the tractor, as I'm heading on my way back right now, are the grapevines that I passed by the compost. Pretty hard to see because I'm moving back and forth. But I'm just going back and forth. It's rained enough where the soil is really wet, and I'm sinking in as I'm climbing up over this area on the raised beds. But this small tractor allows me to get into these narrow passes and take loads with the four-wheel drive engaged up over the area without sinking in. So Mini-me is a very useful piece of equipment. And hopefully one of the things I'll do in the next few days, I'll dig out some of the footage of me planting shallots and then garlic as well. So if you found this video of value, give us a thumbs up and take care, folks. Bye-bye.